Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. Quickly, I really have a question to African politicians, the leaders in Africa or the rulers in Africa as they call them. Why is it so difficult for African politicians, you know, to do the right thing? Why is it so difficult for them to do the right thing? Whenever you see things are going wrong in Africa, especially the ECOWAS and the African Union, they will just keep quiet. Just imagine what has been happening in South Africa, the way South Africa are treating other African countries. The ECOWAS and the African Union kept quiet. They never said anything. That is one of the reasons why these people, they lack leadership. African continent lack leadership. That is one of the reasons why when you see somebody who want to be different, who want to, become a leader, not a ruler, they will come against that person. They will even sell the person out, like what is happening in Burkina Faso to Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore chooses to be a leader in Africa, and some of African leaders, if not 95% of African leaders, they are not comfortable with that. So I asked myself, and this is one of the reasons why I asked myself, why is it so difficult for them to fix steady electricity in Africa? I know that there are some part of Africa now that have, having a 24 hours electricity. But why is it so difficult for them to fix steady electricity in Africa? Why is it so difficult for them to give their people a running water and their people will pay? To give them steady electricity and the people will pay? To give them steady, fix the hospitals, the road, build infrastructures, build factories, companies, and all the rest of them for the people to work. The people will pay tax. The people will take care of them. The people of Africa, the youth, are not begging for money. Why is it so difficult for African leaders or African rulers to do the right thing? Whenever people cries or protest, they will give them food. They will give them bags of rice. They will give them items. Some of them will even, go and buy, wheelbarrows and give to them and say it is an empowerment. That is not an empowerment. If you want to empower African youth so that African youth will stop using desert to Libya, Libya to Mediterranean Sea to Europe, the only thing you will do is so simple. Like what has happened, what is going on in South Africa. Why some Africans are passing through what they are passing through in South Africa is because of they felt that in South Africa they can have a better life, they can have a job there, even if why they are suffering. That is one of the reasons why these things are happening. Let's just look at, for example, Nigeria. What is going on in Nigeria? If Nigeria have steady electricity and Nigeria does not have insecurity, nobody is disturbing the government. Nobody is going to disturb the government and say, why this, why that? But it's because of people, no electricity, now insecurity everywhere. People can't even go to the farm anymore. No steady lights, no hospitals, nothing. But the leaders are making budget every year. Billions of dollars are spent in, security, in hospitals, in electricity, but people are not seeing anything. That is the problem. See what is going on in Nigeria. You'll be hearing hundreds here, 200 here, 200 here, 300 here. People are unaliving people every day in Nigeria. ECOWAS, keep quiet. African Union, keep quiet. But whenever it comes in a things to benefit Africa, maybe one African leader rise up and said, "No, I want to do things differently." You will see them; they will just rise up, like what is happening in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger. They'll just rise up. But see what is going on in Nigeria. ECOWAS, African Union, they never say anything. They never do anything. They never declared um, any emergency. They never declared, state of emergency in anywhere. They never said anything. They are happy. They are happy because it is one of their own that is ruling Nigeria. It is one of their own. So why is it so hard for African leaders to do the right thing? African youth are crying about hospital. Those hospitals, you are still the one that is going to use it. Like what Ibrahim Traore have done this recently now. He said no politician in Burkina Faso will go abroad for medical trip. He said if you people will not fix the hospital, let everybody buy in Burkina Faso, even them that are politicians. So everybody should put hand together to build the hospitals in Burkina Faso. That is how it's supposed to be. So when a leader put that kind of order, and enforce it, you will see that things will change and make it happen. So just imagine the billions of dollars or the millions of dollars they are spending every year in medical trip. Only that one alone. If you make it that Burkina Faso have their hospitals are working, in Nigeria is working, in Ghana is working, other African countries, Kenya, Mali, Niger, hospitals are working. They will save money in Africa. They will use that money for other things. But no, they prefer always, they want to differentiate themselves from the poor. That is the problem. They want to differentiate themselves from the poor. Before now, an average person in Africa, or in Nigeria or in Ghana or Togo or Burkina Faso, you can't even dare to buy a Jeep, SUV to drive because it's all meant for them. So when now the youth and the average people are making money now, getting SUV, what did they do? They move to private jets, Rolls Royce, private jets, they move to all those ones to make sure that they will always differentiate themselves from the poor. But in Western world, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. Whenever insecurity or maybe is threatened in Western world, they will make sure that they settle that matter. Now see what is going on in Nigeria. People unalive every day, and the government have the audacity to campaign for 2027. They are campaigning. They don't even care. They are not even thinking of trying to go and bring those who are in the bush, the school children and the teachers. They don't even care about it. They are busy talking about 2027. They are busy sharing rice, sharing money, sharing cars. This is the money they're supposed to use to feed the country. The money they're supposed to use to make sure there is job, people can be working. They pack the money so that during election, they will give people rice. What a wicked rulers in Africa. What a wicked rulers. African leaders, which way? African leaders, which way? The youth, let us wake up. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let us wake up. It's getting too much. It's getting too much. Enough is enough. African youth, we need to take our continent back. African continent, we need to take it back.